Dwayne Johnson was left heartbroken after his divorce from his first wife, Dany Garcia. They had met and fallen in love during college and had been married for just over 10 years when they decided to part ways. So when Dwayne met Lauren Hashian, he was nowhere near ready for another relationship. Lauren had also just gone through a pretty big breakup herself. So how did this couple overcome their heartache and find love and healing in one another? Dwayne Johnson first met singer and songwriter Lauren Hashian back in 2006 on the set of the beloved comedy The Game Plan. At the time, Dwayne was married to his college sweetheart, Dany Garcia, but by then, their marriage had crumbled and the pair was busy working through their split. The former couple also shares a daughter together, Simone Alexandra Johnson. The actor shared about the first moment he met Lauren. Within 30 seconds I thought, wow, this girl's stunning. He added, ironically, when you're not looking for something, the power of the universe kind of takes over. Johnson claims that Hashian began to speak to him at first, but quickly hustled away, excusing herself. After that conversation, Johnson proclaimed that he was immediately fascinated by her. It didn't take long for Lauren to become an important part of Dwayne's life.
The term we have in Hawaii is called po mai kai, and it is blessed, and that is my life. I feel so blessed, and I sound like a broken record, but there is always so much to be thankful for.
The pair took their romance slow, both still healing their hearts after their respective breakups. However, the actor described the time that they started seeing each other as very bad and challenging, since he was struggling through a dark depression that followed his divorce from Garcia.
There was also the failure of marriage that I had, because we don't sign up for divorce, but it happened to me. So there were times in my life where I failed.
Things didn't get any easier for Dwayne after he suffered the loss of his close friend and Fast and Furious co-star Paul Walker in 2013. Lauren was with him when he found out about the sudden death of Paul. The actor shared, I was driving with Lauren when she immediately turned very quiet and was looking at me, studying, wondering if I knew. I pulled over and looked at my messages and had a moment where I just caught my breath.
I mean, I looked down at my phone, there was probably 50 text messages. What? And I pulled the car over. I was with my girl at that time and I just broke down.
Dwayne added that both he and Lauren said a prayer in the car to send Paul's daughter, Meadow Walker, strength. Both Johnson and Walker had bonded over their shared experiences, going through a divorce, having young daughters, and they often spoke about the power of being a dad and the strong connection of a dad and his girl. He confessed that after he found out about Paul's passing, both he and Lauren went home and started bawling. Despite having gone through a dark time and suffering from depression, Lauren's support for Dwayne was unwavering. She stood by his side and gave him the strength he needed to get through his dark days, and she was always there to make his days brighter and better. During an interview, Johnson briefly opened up about Hashian as he talked about finding love again after his divorce. I was so fortunate to have fallen in love once, he said. To fall in love again? That's a hard thing to do twice in the position I'm in. I'm one lucky son of a...
I wake up every day so grateful and so thankful that you have someone like that.
What's more is that Johnson's ex-wife, Dany, opened up about how they were able to maintain a respectful friendship even after their split, and they worked together to co-parent their daughter. She said, he has a strong sense of family. We have that extra layer of trust that can only come from family. We are just a different family, and we keep adding new people. In 2013, almost 6 years after they first started dating, Johnson and Hashian walked their first red carpet together as they attended the premiere of G.I. Joe Retaliation in Hollywood. During another interview, Dwayne spoke about the importance of making sure that Lauren and his daughter aren't forgotten about when he's out in the spotlight. He explained that his family is a huge part of who he is and his success, and it's important that they get the recognition they deserve. The actor shared that he likes to make sure that there is a balance between his home life and his work life, and that Lauren and his daughter have their place by his side. He added, you gotta get the better half in there. With all the cool shit and success that I've been lucky enough to get, that doesn't happen unless the home life is solid.
So we always make sure that we carve out time for us. These days our date nights are very, just like simple core stuff.
In 2015, Johnson and Hashian welcomed a baby girl named Jasmine. The newborn marked the first child for Hashian and the second for Johnson. The actor shared the exciting news on his Instagram, captioning, Christmas came early. Within minutes of being born, she was laying on Daddy's chest, and being a grateful man takes on a whole new meaning. adding that both he and Lauren are extremely grateful for their new bundle of joy. After Johnson was named People's Sexiest Man Alive in 2016, he opened up about how he thought Hashian might react to his new title. He shared, "First of all, she teases me about everything. Everything." Dwayne then joked that she held back her taunts about that title because, naturally, she was in full agreement, adding, "She already thinks I'm the sexiest man alive." During his cover story interview, Johnson also opened up about how they have the greatest relationship because they know how to make each other laugh. "Nothing is off limits in our house, and it's the beauty of it, and I tease her with everything." Just 1 year later, Dwayne announced that he and Hashian were expecting another child together. He shared the news on Instagram with a cute photo of their daughter, captioning, "Our Jasmine Leah would like to make a big announcement. It's a girl," adding that they were boundlessly grateful to be welcoming their second baby girl in the spring. At the beginning of 2018, the couple's family was joined by a baby girl they named Tiana Gia. Johnson gushed that he was blessed and proud to bring another strong girl into the world and that she came in like a force of nature. Of course, he couldn't forget to share that Lauren delivered their baby like a true rock star. And yet, even though they had welcomed two beautiful daughters together, there seemed to be no plans for a wedding. Johnson was often asked if they had gotten married yet or if they were at least planning to make things official. However, the actor explained why they hadn't made it down the aisle. He confessed, "My divorce did a number on me. I wasn't fearful of getting married again, there was just some hesitancy." But Hashian never once took it personally. He added, "Lauren was incredibly patient. I love you. You love me. We have this amazing life together. No pressure." After all, they were already partners in every sense beyond all the legal paperwork. Johnson went on to say, "I just refer to her as my wife all the time, so a lot of people are like, 'Oh, did you get married?' I'm like, 'No, easy, don't rush, Big Daddy.'" What people didn't know is that after the couple welcomed their first daughter, Jasmine, in 2015, it wasn't a question of if he was going to marry Lauren. It was more about when they were going to get married. He explained that seeing Lauren bring their daughter into the world changed his perspective on everything. The couple was initially planning on getting married around 2017, but then, as Johnson described it, "We got pregnant, and Mama don't want to take wedding pictures with a big belly. Mama want to look good." So they decided to postpone their wedding plans till after they welcomed their second daughter in 2018. Lauren's second pregnancy came as a surprise to them both, and the couple was so excited about it that they had no problem with having to move their wedding to a later date. In a 2018 Mother's Day tribute, the actor gushed over Lauren, sharing, "I'm in constant respect and grateful awe of all the things this incredible mama accomplishes on a daily basis." He was impressed by her talents as a lyrically gifted storyteller, he continued, and her ability to multitask. But what stunned him the most was that Lauren does it all with a big, genuine smile and is truly the kindest and sweetest soul you'll ever meet. Of all the human beings on this earth she could have as her partner, she chose me, one big, brown, bold, tattooed, very lucky SOB. After over a decade of dating, Johnson and Hashian officially tied the knot in 2019 during an intimate ceremony in Hawaii.
Early morning wedding in Hawaii on the cliffs there in Kauai, and it was very private, and it was the best.
Following their nuptials, the couple shared a handful of wedding photos, which included their two daughters as flower girls. The couple was determined to make sure that their wedding was as private as it could be. There were no wedding planners involved. Everything at the wedding was created by hand and organized by their family and staff at the Hawaiian venue. He shared, "The end results were spectacular." The actor remained blown away that no one had caught wind of their intentions before they could share it on their own terms. The couple had expected the wedding to be swarmed by the press, and they even hired a security detail in case there were helicopters that hovered around the location. Luckily, their plans remained a secret. He confessed, "No one knew. I was shocked but so grateful. My life is so loud and noisy. The fact that it was quiet was a big win." On their first wedding anniversary in 2020, Hashian celebrated by releasing a heartfelt song that she first presented privately to Johnson during their wedding a year prior. Lauren shared in the press release, "Step Into a Love Like This is the most personal and rewarding song I've ever written." She went on to explain that the song was personal because she surprised Dwayne with the song on their wedding day in front of their family and friends, so the song held a lot of sentimental value and meaning to her. The following year, Johnson brought his blended family together for the premiere of his film Red Notice. For the event, he was joined by Hashian, his mother, Ada Johnson, and his ex-wife Dany Garcia. And the film was truly a family affair, since it was Garcia who actually produced the film alongside Johnson, and Hashian co-wrote the song On the Run for the movie. Dwayne shared the occasion on Instagram, captioning, "So proud for everyone, and proud to share it together with all of the energy in the air this evening." There's no doubt that Dwayne and Lauren take the term blended family to another level. Dwayne has proven that time and time again, he is a husband and father first, and he wouldn't be where he is without the family that had supported him from the beginning. We are so happy for him, and we wish him and his family all the best.